I understand you. Ilara was a master of the middle ground. Every day, her morning began not with coffee, but with a complex mental calculation. How to flatten the hills of her Nigerian English into the safe, neutral plains of standard corporate English. It was a tiring, invisible performance she called the daily switch. In the virtual room, there was Kiran from Mumbai, who spoke in fast, melodious bursts, Anya from London, whose words were clipped and precise, and David from Ohio, whose casual phrases felt like riddles. Ilara, the meeting's quiet anchor, used the full bandwidth of her brain just to keep up, listening not only for what was said, but for what was intended. But this constant code switching came at a heavy cost. Her shoulders were tight, her spirit a little worn. She was always on guard, worried that one true idiom, one phrase that felt like home, would slip out and be met with a confused silence. "I am seeing her tomorrow," she once said, and the meeting froze. One Tuesday, a new, tiny presence joined the meeting. It wasn't a speaker. It was a small, silent light in the corner of her screen, named I.O. I understand you. I.O. was a system designed to be an active listening facilitator, not a corrector. The next time Kiran said, "No issues, Yar," the meeting stalled. But before Anya could ask what Yar meant, the light of I.O. pulsed. A small, non-intrusive note appeared only on Anya's screen. Clarification. "It's fine, friend," a Hindi-derived term of endearment in Indian English. The interpretation was done in real time. It didn't force Kiran to switch to a universal word. It preserved the richness of Yar while simply clarifying the intent to the listener. It was not about correcting the speaker, but empowering the listener. A few minutes later, Ilara spoke her true, natural self. She used a phrase common to her community, a slightly different way of framing a question. Her heart paused, waiting for the familiar confusion. This time, I.O. glowed for David. Clarification, "Could you pop round for tea?" is a request to come over for a meeting/chat, common in UK English usage, implying a direct invitation. The clarification wasn't for Ilara's Nigerian English phrase, but for Anya's response, which used a UK English idiom, a phrase Ilara had already learned to interpret, but which now confused David. Ilara realized then, I.O. wasn't biased. It didn't enforce one standard English. It simply looked for the ambiguity, the spot where the meaning might break, and fixed the bridge right then and there. Every accept or reject of a clarification, logged securely and invisibly, made the system a little wiser, a little fairer. Ilara leaned back. The tension in her shoulders unwound. She was no longer a master of the middle ground, exhausted by the daily switch. She was just Ilara, a professional, a communicator, and now, finally, a participant whose words were not just heard, but truly understood.